Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. As always, I'm one of your hosts on this wonderful show, MattyBets, joined by my partner in crime, as always, BigAL Bettor.
BigAL Bettor.
How are we doing today?
I'm doing good, Matt. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. The last week was kind of rough. We're going to right the ship this week, though, make some money, and just, enjoy football, enjoy some bets, and, yeah, all that. We got Thursday Night Football tomorrow. Other than that, life's good.
Hey, week one's always tough. We hit a parlay, though. We hit a 4-pick parlay. We were 2 of 3 on our Sunday picks. We were pretty on top of, between the two of us, we were pretty on top of most of the spreads.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, and we had tons of touchdown scores hit. So, for week one, it was solid. It was solid. We're just looking to just, build on it and get a little better and get a little better and keep beating the book.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, without further ado, let's jump into it. We got Bills Dolphins Thursday Night Football. I'm excited for this game. This should be a
first game on
very
Prime.
Yep, should be a very great game. Should be really high scoring, hopefully. But yeah, let's jump into it. Bills are at the Dolphins, traveling to Florida, good old Miami. They're 2.5 point dogs, and Dolphins are favored by 2.5. So, what are you leaning there?
As much as I would like to take the Dolphins, I have to be on the Bills plus the 2.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, dude, that actually ticks me off too, because that's exactly what I wrote down too. I guess, hey, it's a best bet. Like, there you go, plus 2.5 for the Bills. I like it a lot.
We're in lockstep.
Bills played great. Dolphins didn't really. Like, the Dolphins, they had explosive plays, but
right?
They barely won, dude. Like, they scored 21 points. The Bills put up what, 37?
Josh Allen had 2 touchdowns all on his own. So
he almost outscored the Dolphins by himself. So just with his legs.
Yeah.
So yeah, the over under for this game set at 48.5. Kind of figured it'd be kind of high.
Yep.
Which way are you leaning on that one? On the over or the under?
I am on the over.
I am also on the over. Look at us! Look at us, just lockstep for Thursday night football.
I will say, when we've been both in the same lockstep, aside from our Sunday lock of the weeks, it hasn't been great.
No, you want me to switch from my stance?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, we had Packers and over. We missed on Packers. We hit on the over. We had Rams and over. You had Detroit and over, but we both had the over. That game was an under.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the Jets game, we both had. Oh, you had the over. I had the under, right?
Yeah.
And it did hit the over.
Mm-hmm.
So
we haven't been terrible. Just haven't been. We've been kind of mixed on a lot of these games, whether it be the over, under, or the spread. Like. Mm-hmm. But,
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we think. So we both like that. So what's your best bet this week? Because we still have to do our head-to-head.
Let me ask you though, for the viewers, why do you like the over?
I like the over because we saw what Josh Allen can do, and we also saw what the Dolphins. We know what the Dolphins can do. It's not about what we saw them do, but we know that they can put up 30, 40 points. And we know we saw last week like what the Bills can do on offense, even without Stephon Diggs and without that good of a defense too. Like, I like the Dolphins to be able to do whatever they want to against this defense.
Agreed.
For the most part, through the air. Like, Tyreek Hill should have a big game. Waddle should have a big game. They could probably run the football quite a bit too. So I just think it's going to be a high scoring game because we got 2 high powered offenses with not the best of defenses. So.
And Jacksonville, so they scored 17 in that game, and they had 14, I believe, in the first half. And then they just couldn't do anything in the second half.
Yeah, and I don't see the Bills doing that.
And that's not going to happen with the Bills.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So I like the over a lot on that. So if you want to, we can do a best bet and best pick still for our head-to-head.
Okay.
I guess one of us could take the spread, one of us could take the over if you want to do that. Which one do you feel more comfortable with?
Like I said, when we first announced the head-to-head, if we agree on head-to-heads, that's okay because we're doing 4 picks a week.
Yeah, but you have to pick one. So if you pick one, I might take the other depending on where I feel strongly about. And for me, I feel really strong about the over.
If
I had to bet on one, I'd do the over, not the spread.
Right.
Because 2.5 points isn't a lot. The Dolphins could win at home by a field goal, sure, but
we have one of the fastest teams in the league, and then you have a Josh Allen-led team that just finds ways to score.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so we're both on the over then.
We're both on the over for the head-to-head, which in the head-to-heads for week 1, you went 2-1-1, and so I'm 1-2-1.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you get the one game lead. This will end up being a tie, or we'll both take the L,
Yeah.
but nobody's going to gain a lead on anybody. So,
Yep.
all right, let's jump into the 4-pick parlays, Matt. What do you think?
I love it. The 4-pick parlays.
Okay.
Let's go. I'll start off with mine. We're going right back to the well. We did it last week with Josh Allen. We're doing it again. Josh Allen, 25 plus rushing yards. I was screaming it from the rooftops last week on our Sunday show, and it hit gloriously. The books also saw that too, because last week it was minus 180, and now it's minus 250. So obviously they cut on 2, so they know it's probably going to happen. So
right.
And we also had Kyler Murray last week with 25 plus rushing yards, the same line, and
that is true. We did,
and he hit too. So
yes, he did.
Yeah, for some reason I thought the Dolphins played the Cardinals.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, my bad. Or else I wouldn't have mentioned him at all. But we also got Tua. We're going to take a reach and a stretch a little bit here on Tua over 4.5 rushing yards. All it takes is one rush. Just scramble a little bit. 4.5 yards. That's nothing. 4.5. It's minus 113.
Man, you really like these quarterbacks on rushing, huh?
I will. I think I'm going to have a little surprise in for our viewers for our Sunday slate of games, but we'll see. Might be throwing a couple quarterback, rushing yard parlay in there. Next we got Khalil Shakir, 40 plus receiving yards. I love it.
Khalil Shakir.
I love Khalil Shakir. He got a touchdown last week. He's pretty much the number one on that team if you don't include the tight ends. If you're just talking about receivers, he's the number one.
Sure.
We're taking him for 40 plus receiving yards. That's minus 118. All three of these are minus money. Most likely should happen.
Okay.
And then last but not least, we got a touchdown score like we always do in these 4-pick parlays. Like we always throw a touchdown score in there to just buff, just boost the odds a little bit. We're doing James Cook plus 175. It's crazy he's getting plus 175.
Did he have a touchdown last week?
I believe he did not.
Okay.
I believe it was just all Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen ran 2 and then threw 2, and I think that was all of their touchdowns, and then they had a bunch of field goals.
Okay. And what's the total payout on this puppy?
1139. And we already put our money on there, and we're gonna just we're gonna watch the game tomorrow night, and we're just gonna let it cash itself.
That's 1139. That's a pretty good one.
Yep, it's literally just that touchdown because everything else is minus money, and then you throw the touchdown on there to just boost it to the moon. So.
Right. Right. Okay, I don't mind that one, honestly, Matt.
It's the only one I'm really worried about is the Tua over 4.5.
The Tua 4.5 is concerning, but he did have 1 or 2 runs in that game against the Jags, and he picked up 11 yards. So, could be sneaky. Maybe he's deciding, hey, I can get out of the pocket a little bit. I can show a little athleticism.
And even after the 11 yards, I mean, you're still getting minus 113 on 4.5. So maybe Tua will run a little bit more out of the pocket, just scramble for a first down, just 5 yards. That's all we need.
That's all you need. It's not rocket science. It is not rocket science. Okay, so for mine, I got a little different. I think it's going to be a little less than what yours is, but
okay, that's usually how it is. You don't usually take a touchdown score, so you kind of keep it.
Okay, I lied. This one's actually plus 1,700.
Okay, so we got some pluses.
A little
in there.
higher. Yeah, a little higher. Which is crazy because I bet this same exact parlay at the book. Oh wait, hold on. I think I messed up here. It's actually not that. I think it's plus 1,400.
Okay.
Let's see, alt lines. There we go. But okay, it's plus 1,300 right now.
Okay.
On DraftKings Live.
Maybe the odds changed a little bit.
So I've got Josh Allen. I'm tailing you on yards, but I'm taking over 30.5. It's an alternate line.
Okay.
So 30.5 rushing yards. He had 39 last week. So, I mean, I'm kind of getting close to that number, but it's a little more than 25, and it's not minus as much money.
Okay.
Then I have James Cook rushing plus receiving for 100 plus.
Okay.
He had 71 yards rushing last week, and I believe he had 35 or 36 receiving yards. So he got over that number. And I think against the Dolphins, he'll be able to get it again. Then I've got Achane, anytime touchdown.
Oh, okay. You put Achane in there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking an anytime touchdown. And then I think Mostert's hurt, right?
Yeah, Mostert's ruled out for tomorrow night's game.
So there you go. And then I've got Jalen Waddle over 4.5 receptions.
Nice. I like that. Tailoring me from last week. I'm pretty sure I took him for 4 receptions last week, too.
Yeah, and his line moved to 4.5, or I would take 4, and he had 5 catches. So as long as he just does what he did last week, I think this has a great shot at hitting.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I wrote it down. I might be betting that. I don't know if I'm going to go as high on James Cook as you are, but I might lower that a
Yeah,
little
you can
bit
take him for
because
75. Like the 100 plus is plus 180. You can take him for 75 plus for minus 165, which would change the
yeah, I like
parlay
that a
to
lot.
a 750, which is
Okay.
still solid.
Yeah, it's still solid, and I
And
like
he
that a
could
little
pick
bit
that up.
better.
Like I said, he had 71 yards on the ground
Yeah, for sure.
against Arizona, right? That's who they played.
Yes, Bills in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's fine. So then we've got our head-to-heads. So just to recap real quick, Matt's got Josh Allen 25 plus rushing yards, Tua for 4.5 rushing yards, Khalil Shakir for 40 plus reception yards, James Cook anytime touchdown, and then I have Josh Allen for over 30.5 rushing yards, James Cook rushing receiving 100 plus, Achane anytime touchdown, and then Waddle over 4.5 receptions.
Yep, exactly. And
And
then
that's plus 1139 and plus 1300 respectively.
mhm.
Um, and then let's move on to touchdown scores. Matt, who do you like to score a touchdown in this game?
I like Jalen Waddle this week to score a touchdown. Didn't do it last week.
Okay.
He, failed us, but that's okay. He's got a bounce back week here against the Bills. Should be a high scoring game. Should be a shootout. He had a lot of yards last week, just no touchdown. So let's get him in the end zone this week. I also like James Cook a lot for the touchdown. Did not have Achane in here just because Achane's not um, really good on the plus side of
Plus
money.
money.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He's one of the favorites. We also got
Sure.
James Cook is plus 175. Waddle's plus 180. I think Waddle was around
Yep.
the same last week too. And then we also like Khalil Shakir. We already talked about him. Number one target in the offense. That's plus 290 for the
Yeah,
number
that's
one
a big one.
for the number one receiver on the team. Like, dude, I'll
Sure.
take that all day. And then we're gonna go for a sleeper pick here. I'll always give you guys a reach every single week. We'll give you a reach every game. We're doing Durham Smythe, backup tight end for the Dolphins. He actually he out targeted Jonnu Smith, who is the Dolphins' new tight end. And
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like he's a plus 950, and he had more targets. He
Sheesh.
didn't catch any of them.
Almost 10 to 1.
He only had 3 targets, so that's a little daunting. But I mean,
Sure.
it's plus 950. Like you can make up a whole day of betting on that.
Sure. Sure.
So yeah, that's my reach right there with Durham Smythe.
Okay. I actually have two of the same ones you have. I have also Waddle. I like Waddle for a touchdown just because he didn't get one last week.
Yep.
I like James Cook, just because that team is going to run the ball and he had 71 rushing yards. I like Josh Allen to get one in. He had 2 on Sunday, and then I'm taking Achane as well. And pretty sure Achane and Josh Allen are minus money.
Yeah.
Cook and Waddle are both plus money.
Yeah.
So, but I see them getting in the end zone. I think I hit all 4. So, and you could parlay all those together. I mean, if you parlayed your 3 with Durham Smythe in there, that thing's probably
Oh
nuts.
yeah, dude, that thing's probably at plus 5,000, maybe plus 6,000, with 4 touchdown scores with a plus 1,000 in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with
right.
all of them being plus money too, you might be looking at like 7, 8, maybe even 9,000,
Which would be just insane.
which I will most likely do. But
Not
we're not
recommending you
we're
guys
not
do
recommending you do it. But
We like these touchdown scores straight up, just by themselves.
exactly.
All right, Matt. Well, you got anything else to add to this video?
Nope, that's it. Let's just have a good Thursday night game, and hopefully we broke the curse from the last couple of years where the Thursday night games suck and are super depressing.
I mean, with these two teams, it's going to be hard pressed to have a terrible game.
For sure, I agree with that. But you never know. Might be just the Amazon curse. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that was a last year thing. I think this year we're in for a treat.
I hope so. Let's get some touchdowns. Let's have a lot of yards, and let's have a good game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode, and enjoy Thursday night football. Bills at Dolphins, and we will catch you guys as
Heck yeah.
always in the next video.